I want to explain all the ways in which publicity boosts your SEO, and there are more than one. But just to give you background on it, what SEO means is search engine optimization.
This video is brought to you by Pies Academy.
It basically means ranking in Google search. And the way to influence Google search and make your website rank higher is to get backlinks, which is basically one-way links pointing from other sites to yours, and to post relevant content on your topic regularly. So those two things are going to help your site rank higher. The main problem is it's a very long and laborious process to build backlinks, to create relevant content, and I'll show you how publicity solves both of these for you really well. First of all, remember the reverse publicity method, where by giving other people mentions, they have content that promotes them, and that incentivizes them to promote your website, right? Because that article that promotes them on your site actually promotes them. So they reshare. Guess what that does? They repost it on their social media, maybe on their website. That builds links from all kinds of different websites back to yours. So that's a really good and smart way to get a lot of mentions. Remember that article with 20 different experts being interviewed? Well, those 20 different experts are going to be working on your behalf to build you the links. Next, when your site or business gets mentioned on different blogs or social media or gets publicity in some online magazines, guess what? They all link to you. It's all usually from really good sites, and the links are usually strong because they're from such good and authoritative sites, and those links go a long way. Now, there's a couple of things I want you to make sure that you do. When people do mention you, they don't always hyperlink to your business, to your website. So you have to make sure and just double check that it's hyperlinked when they mention you. And when it's hyperlinked, you have to make sure that those hyperlinks are not nofollow. Let me show you exactly what that means if you have never seen this concept. Nofollow links are basically links that a website owner tells Google not to pay attention to, and those links don't give you the authority in Google's view. So this is my site, and when I go to share screen, when I view the page source, I'll be able to show you exactly what I'm talking about. In a few places on the site, I link to my products on Amazon, and I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see. And what happens is, you see this is the link. It's a A tag, and you see this little rel nofollow. That basically is me telling Google, don't give SEO strength to this link because this link is going to Amazon. But you see another link here when I'm basically linking to my own website, another page on my own website. I don't have that nofollow tag, you see? So it's only something that I manually put on pages, on links that I don't want to promote extra and give extra SEO. So what does that mean for you? When people mention you, definitely you want to make sure that it's with a hyperlink, but you want to go the extra step and make sure that those links don't have those rel nofollow. If they do have rel nofollow, or if it's not hyperlinked, then you want to reach out to the journalist or blogger, whoever made that link, and ask them to please change it to a follow instead of a no follow, and to make it a hyperlink if it's not already a hyperlink. And lastly, what I want to bring to your attention is if you do those listicles where a lot of experts add to your article, guess what? You don't have to write that article. You don't have to write the content because the content is written by the experts. So you see how doing the reverse publicity method and getting publicity from in other ways actually builds you all the links you will ever need. So your website will be extremely authoritative and it will rank highly in Google, and you will save a ton of money on hiring SEO freelancers, and you will save a ton of money and time because you're not going to have to write the actual content regularly. It will be written for you. So those are the fantastic ways that publicity will also boost your SEO and backlinks and all that in the most legitimate way, so that you'll never have to worry about being penalized or anything like that. Whereas if you hire freelancers, often they cut corners and their strategies will much more often penalize your site because usually they do some spammy strategies that you might not even be aware of, but they do cut corners and often that lead to penalties. And this way you'll never get penalized. You'll get amazing links. You'll save money and time by not having to do your SEO. So it's the best of all worlds.